Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel Tomcat Stitchery. I'm Whitney and today we are saying goodbye to the winter wardrobe. I'm going to go through my pieces with you, tell you my thoughts a little bit more. We did this a little bit when I was doing my week's worth of outfits for with my winter capsule, but the spring capsule dropped on Wednesday, so you're watching this on Friday. It dropped on Wednesday. I'm recording this earlier, but it's time to start sewing for spring. So I wanted to go ahead and get this one in so that on Tuesday we can talk about our spring wardrobes. And make sure you're signed up for the newsletter because the newsletter that goes out on Monday night is going to have the PDF that you can fill out for your own spring capsule wardrobe, and it'll have kind of what I'm doing on there as well. Okay, before we get started and get into this though, today is Friday, and the Love Notions Feature Friday pattern is the Margot or Maggie peplum. So the Margot is the woman's pattern, and the Maggie is the little girl's pattern. But it is a beautiful knit peplum pattern. I've not made one yet. It's on my list. But Alex is over on the Love Notions YouTube channel showing you how to hack it into a dress, and it looks amazing. Her version looks amazing. So if that's one that's not in your library yet, it's $5 today only, and Tom10 will get you an additional 10% off that sale price. So if it's one you want to grab, it's a great price right now. And again, it's one that I really want to make as well. So yeah, I'm excited about that. Okay, let's get in and talk a little bit about my winter wardrobe. I have my winter capsule checklist from the winter here with me that I printed out. I'll have one similar for the spring, so this is what I'll be giving you, but blank. As well, I'll fill in my stuff, but I'll give you one that's blank for yours that you can go through and fill out. But I just want to go through this, kind of talk about what I ended up making, what I didn't end up making, and kind of how that all shook out. Okay, let's start with our tops. The first top in my winter capsule was my cream Arlington. This was the cream turtleneck that was then the pointelle jersey. I don't know if you can see that texture or not. The jersey is beautiful. I really love the jersey. I just don't think it's right for a fitted top. It just doesn't have great recovery. So the turtleneck would get bagged out on it, when I would wear it. I have to wash it and dry it to get it to shrink back up, and the body kind of bagged out weird too. That's all due to the fabric though. I think it would be beautiful in something a little bit looser where you don't need the high spandex content or higher spandex content for the recovery. So I wore this a little bit, but not a ton, mostly because the neckline kept bagging out so bad that it just looks sloppy. So I'll probably be donating this one, which is unfortunate, but I'll make another one just in maybe a straight up cotton spandex jersey that's got a lot of good spandex in it this next time. The next two are two Concords. I have my navy blue Concord and my striped Concord. These guys are workhorses in my wardrobe. I mean, I wear these all the time. Not much else to say. I also kept my cream long-sleeved Concord in my wardrobe and wore it a little bit. In fact, I started wearing it more when the calendar had me wearing this top, and I just would put on my cream Concord, and that seemed to work pretty well. As far as the outfit formulas are concerned, because I was following along the calendar that Everyday Style had put out. So just as a real quick recap, I know you guys have heard this a lot, and some of you are like, oh, we get it. Everyday Style puts out a capsule wardrobe each season, and they have links and stuff for you to buy things. I use it as a framework to sew my wardrobe, and then I just plug in my own things for the things that they have suggested for the wardrobe. So when they put out the calendar that gives you outfit ideas for each day of the month, which is fantastic, I just plug in my own pieces in there, and it made getting dressed super easy this winter. Okay, the next one up was that Carissa knit corset top that I was going to make from Made for Mermaids. I never got that one made. I just lost time. My winter, to say my winter has been busy is an understatement. I have not done nearly the amount of sewing, really since my mom's diagnosis, just because I was traveling, and then I had everything with the cashmerette sew-along I was doing, and then this digital class that I was doing, and I just haven't had the time to sew. I've been taking time to sew, just not nearly the amount of time that I have had to sew in the past. So that one just didn't get made up. But the next one that did get worn quite a bit was my hacked Vogue 8772. This is the shacket that I have hacked. It's a shirt pattern that I hacked into a jacket. I have a video on this, how I did this on the channel if you're interested. I wore this a ton. I loved wearing this over things. In fact, I really loved it paired over my striped because you can see there is a plaid that's in there. I thought that was fun print mixing there. So that one got worn a ton. Next up, my navy Montrose top. This is a new one to the channel. I made this. I've been waiting forever to get one of these made up, which was ridiculous because it took no time at all. It's in a rayon crepe from Minerva, and I love it. I mean, it's like a perfect little woven t-shirt. I've worn it a ton. It's washed. It's a little wrinkly right now. It was kind of smashed into my closet, but a little bit of steam and this thing looks brand new. And I like that it's not really navy, it's more of a dark blue. I think that that kind of goes with my color palette a little bit better, but yeah, this is a great, I'm glad that I finally got this sewn up because I knew it would be a great workhorse in my wardrobe. Okay, next up was my cream bond shirt, my Itch to Stitch bond shirt. However, I noticed that I didn't grab that one as much, and I think it's because it's collarless, it just has a collar stand on it. And when I'm wearing my cream blouses, I layer them a lot, and I like having the collar. So I substituted that just for my ivory classic shirt from Liesl & Co. This one got worn a ton this winter, and I mean it does anyway, it just does. But yeah, I found myself grabbing this a lot more than that collarless bond, and I think that it's because I like to be able to see the color because I'm layering it under stuff. Okay, next, this is a hand knit sweater, and no, I do not hang my hand knit sweaters. They are only on hangers just for me to show them off. So before anyone's like, please tell me you don't hang your hand knit sweaters. I don't, just for this video. But my circumference sweater, and I showed you guys, or did a video on this one, gosh, not that long ago, on my 2 new hand knit sweaters. And you know, I had some misgivings about the yarn I used. It's just growing a lot on me, but I'm still wearing this a ton. I love the colors, and it's still getting worn. Okay, next I have a couple of ready-to-wear sweaters. This was my camel colored J. Crew sweater. I mean, I've had this, I think I got this last fall, so fall of 2021, and it's just been a staple last fall and winter, and then this fall and winter. It's just a really great layering piece. And it's a merino wool, so, you know, it's warm, it's snuggly, a great little sweater. It does need to be depilled quite badly. And then new for this season, I bought this cobalt blue cropped sweater from Madewell. It's a little cropped for me. I don't know that this is going to stay in my wardrobe past the winter ending. I love the color on me. I like the way that the sweater looks. It's just a little too cropped. I mean, I wear it with high-waisted pants, but I still find it riding up a little bit. So when I'm just standing there, it sits great. Like, it sits right where it's supposed to on the high-waisted pants. You don't see any midriff. But it just takes a little bit of me moving around, and I feel like things are creeping up. So I'm just not very comfortable in it. So yeah, this is going to go probably to someone else. It's probably going to be too big for my daughter. I'll give it to her, see what she thinks. It may be okay. I'll give it to her and see what she thinks. It's a little strong of a color for her, but she's 16, so. And then finally, this is my new navy blue Stanton. This is the Cashmerette Stanton hoodie. I omitted the hood and just sewed a neckband. I've done this before, and I omitted the front pocket. So it's just, it does have the seam lines of the Stanton, but I omitted those things and just wear it as just a plain sweatshirt. This has been worn a ton. I made this in a cotton bamboo from Blackbird Fabrics with the matching ribbing. I'd had this fabric in my stash for quite a while as well with the intention of making this. So I was so glad that I was finally able to get this made up and get it onto the channel. I made my straight size 10 with, well, not straight. Well, yes, I do make the straight size 10 in this. I don't grade out for the 12 at the waist because it's not necessary because it's pretty loose. I shorten the body by 1 inch and I shorten the sleeves by 1 inch. I do the GH cup, size 10 with the GH cup. The same with this shirt, although I did grade out the waist on this one. This is the 10 GH, shorten the body by 1 inch, and I graded out to a 12 at the waist and then back to a 10 at the hip. Okay. I forgot to go over my colors real quick. these are the colors I was working with in this capsule. Before we get into the pants, I was working with black. I put black in here, and black is not in my color chart. We'll talk about it in a second. Black, cream, kind of a mustardy yellow kind of color. Although it kind of goes camel in certain spots, there's not much of it here. My warm brick red, not really navy, but kind of a navy / cobalt blue, and then my warm camel. Those are the colors I was working with for the capsule. I decided to do the black. The black was in the original capsule that Everyday Style did. I have a couple of pants that are black, and that works fine, but I don't think I'll put black in my capsules anymore. I just don't, it's not a great color for me, and even though you can wear whatever color you want on the bottoms, and that's fine, it just doesn't flow as well with the rest of my tops, if that makes sense. It's a little too stark, a little too cool against the warmer colors that I wear. So I don't know that I would do that again. But that being said, you know, I've got my Parker Ponte pants, and I do really love those. These are one that were in my capsule, although I've just made myself a new pair of olive ones. So love these though. And then I've got my J. Crew jeans that you guys have seen me wear a ton of times. I got these for Christmas, not the Christmas we just had, but the Christmas before, Christmas of 21. And they're just a straight-legged, rigid denim. Love those. I added these Madewell jeans in this washed out black. So these are a pair of pants that I added. I love the shape of these pants. I love the way they fit. I love how it balances out my figure. So I'll keep these in my wardrobe. I mean, they're gonna go away for spring, but I'll bring them back out in the fall and just wear them like I would wear jeans, because I really do like the way they fit, and I like the silhouette of them. And then next, this I made. These are my brown pleather pants. This is the Know Me pattern. Oh, I'm not going to remember which one it is. 2001 maybe? This is the Brittany J. Jones Know Me patterns. I actually wore these so much more than I thought I would. And when I made these up for the Sew the Look, everyone's like, oh, I bet you wear those a ton. And I have. I wore them out for dinner, my birthday dinner, with a red heel. That was a fun little pop. I've been wearing these a ton, and I'm really glad that I made these up. But these weren't like everyday pants. Like, these were more like special occasion pants. So I did bring in these thrifted, kind of an apricot / camel colored corduroy pants that I thrifted back in the fall, or actually I think it was last summer, the end of the summer, but I wore them in the fall as well. So these stayed in my wardrobe for the winter, and they got worn quite a bit. It's been cold. All right, next up was supposed to be my plaid trousers. And I just have not gotten around to making the plaid trousers. I know that I have promised a how to line your trouser video, and I will do one. Probably, even if it's not weather appropriate, I'm just gonna go ahead and put one out here as soon as I get all my ducks in a row with this class and kind of see how, a lot of new going on with this digital class, you know, things I've never done before, and especially on the tech side. So once I get that ball rolling a little bit more, I will come back to that and show you how to line a pair of pants, and I'll do mine in a plaid. So stay tuned for that, even though they won't get worn again until the fall, but I do promise that I will be putting that out. I also was supposed to make a camel skirt. That did not get around. I didn't get around to making that. But to be fair, I just don't wear as many skirts and dresses in the winter, fall and winter. Maybe more so in the fall, but definitely in the winter. It's just too cold here. And I've worn a few dresses, and I layer with tights and all that kind of stuff. It's just not my first go-to. I tend to go more towards pants, so I just find them a little bit warmer in the winter. But the camel skirt didn't get made up, but I do really want one in my wardrobe, so probably this fall. I also did not get my caramel colored resolution bottoms, and I'm just thinking maybe I'm someone that just needs 1 or 2 athletic bottoms, and that's why I wasn't motivated to make them, because the last, in place of the plaid Miriam trousers, I just put my plaid Sabrina Slims into the capsule again, and those got worn quite a bit. Can you see the plaid on there? It's really tonal. It's like a dark blue on black, so it's a really tonal plaid. But my tried and true resolution bottoms in the navy did get worn a ton. Yeah, I just think maybe I'm one of those people that only needs a couple pairs of athletic bottoms in their wardrobe, and I didn't really need the camel colored pair. I still have the fabric, so maybe they'll get made up into that or something else here soon. But for now, these navy blue Resolution joggers are doing the job and getting worn a ton, so I'm gonna call that a win. All right, next we have my rust colored Wexford dress. This is the cashmere at Wexford. I made the size 10 with a GH cup, straight size 10, shortened the sleeves by an inch, and then I feel like I shortened it an inch at the bodice, but then I think I took another 2 inches off the length. This is in a cotton modal from Stylemaker Fabrics, and it is lovely. And I wore this a ton at the end of the fall, and a little bit in the winter, just with tights and stuff, but I could see this coming back out again in the spring a little bit, maybe. I don't know if the color might be too dark. Definitely it'll come back out in the fall when we get back into going from warmer to cooler temperatures. So I love this style. It's just really lovely. And then finally I have my Elodie dress, my Closet Core Elodie dress. It's in this beautiful batik fabric. This was supposed to be my Christmas dress, but if you're remembering back to Christmas, we had a cold snap beyond all cold snaps. It was like wind chills of -30. We just dressed for warmth on Christmas. This did not get worn on Christmas, which is very sad. I took it with me though, thinking I would wear it like inside the house. I'm trying to remember now. I may have, for one of our events where we didn't leave the house. I have worn this a number of times though since I wore it, but I think that I'm really gonna see, because I made it kind of late in the season. It was like December when I made this. So I'm waiting to see if this just gets worn a ton when fall rolls back around. So it'll go back upstairs into the closet and be pulled out again, because I love this dress on me. I think it's beautiful, and yeah, it deserves to be worn a lot, so. All right, now with my toppers. The first one, and you guys just got to see this one, is my quilted vest. This is the Murcott from Cashmerette. This was their February club pattern. However, I have had access to this pattern since October. I think it was October. September? Maybe in September, because I was asked to be one of the collaborators on this one. I think this was supposed to come out as one of the earlier months, and it just got pushed to February. But I've been wearing it behind the scenes a ton and absolutely love this piece. It's so good. I'll be wearing this into the spring as well. Okay, next is this ready-to-wear cropped sweatshirt. Now, my sister gave this to me. This was hers. It's not in her color palette, so she gave it to me. I think I'm gonna let it go though. It's a Lululemon, so it was a very expensive sweatshirt, and I think if she takes this back to Lululemon, they recycle it and she gets a little percentage off. I don't buy things at Lululemon, so I'm probably just gonna give it back to her to turn in for % off her next order. Love the color. It's just not a great silhouette on me. It looks a little too boxy on my large bust, and it is cropped. Not overly cropped, but I just feel like it makes me look very top heavy when I wear it. So I've worn it. It's warm. You know, it's served, you know, I have given it a chance, but I think I'm going to let this one go and just give it back to my sister and let her turn that back into Lululemon. Next are my 2 Harper cardigans. This navy blue Harper cardigan and my camel one. Folks, you know I wear these all the time. I love these. Yes, these have been worn so much. They are just a great way to layer things up, especially, you know, I have days that I don't leave my house just because I work from home. You know, I may go out and take a walk and that kind of stuff, but I'm not going anywhere. So it's the perfect way to stay warm in the home without, you know, having to wear a ton of layers. So I can easily adjust depending on what room of the house I'm in. So I love these things. Next is my hand knit sweater. This is the Be Thankful cardigan by Lily Kate Makes. I also don't hang this one, don't worry. I love this thing. This is one of my favorite hand knit items I've ever made for myself. I just love the silhouette on me. I love the color of the yarn. I love where it sits on my hips. I love everything about this cardigan, and it really got worn a ton. In fact, this one was one of the things that was in my bag when I was going back and forth to Missouri a ton as the weather started to cool. And then also over the Christmas season when we were back in Missouri, like this thing got worn a ton this winter. And then finally we have my plaid Fairmount jacket or shacket. have been wearing this a ton as well. This is a great one for inside the house. I love, you know, we've had some warmer days randomly this winter, and I'll wear this and put my vest over it just to give myself a little extra warmth. And my husband tells me I look a little too layered up, but the colors go well together and it keeps me nice and warm. This thing's amazing. I love this. This is the shacket of my dreams. Love this thing. Been wearing it all winter. It'll probably go away because it's more fall colors, so it'll probably go away till the fall, but it'll definitely be coming back into the wardrobe as soon as fall hits. And then the last thing I was gonna make was my mustard Jessica blazer. And again, guys, I have just not had the time to sew like I kind of thought I would. I'm very hopeful that window is coming where I can get just a lot of, you know, sewing's my mental health therapy and I really need it in my life. So being able to have some projects that are just for me and just kind of fun. I'm going to be sewing quite a bit for Italy, which of course I'll share all that on the channel, but that's going to be a little bit more fun and, you know, not stuff that has to be done for XYZ. I can just do it when I feel like it in a good weekend when I want to just sit at the sewing machine and sew, just do some batch cutting and get some stuff out. So yeah, the mustard Jessica didn't get made. It is on my list for this year though. I would really, really like one in my wardrobe. So stay tuned for the fall. But yeah, the idea of that's going away until the fall. And then finally with my shoes. I had 4 shoes, well 5, counting my snow boots, but those don't, you know, don't count. I had 4 shoes though that I was really rotating between in this capsule. And it was really my white Madewell sneakers. I think I got these in the fall to give them a try. And I really love them. They're a lovely sneaker. I've kind of really gone down the sneaker hole. My camel colored Chelsea boots from the Thursday Boot Company. My black New Balance. I love these things. They've got the animal print that's on the back. Can you see that? If that's gonna focus. I love these, and I love New Balance. New Balance fits my foot well. I have a wide foot. And then my dark brown Chelsea boots, also from Thursday Boot Company. These are waterproof, so I've been wearing these a ton this winter. I mean, these things have been worn ad nauseum, almost. In fact, I'll almost be glad to see them go away for a while, because I've worn them so much. And then finally, the purse I was carrying pretty much since Christmas, because my parents got this for me from Christmas, is this beautiful little just brown leather bag that has this cheetah or leopard print strap. And I just got myself a new strap for spring to go with this bag that's more brightly colored. So I'm excited to make that switch for the warmer weather. But yeah, this is just a little, I think it's called the camera bag. It's from Madewell, but it's just a little tan leather bag that's perfect. You can wear it crossbody. And it's just been really nice to have, yeah, a little smaller bag. I needed a new crossbody bag. My other one bit the dust. So yeah, this has been a great one to have. So there we have it. That is my winter wardrobe. I had mentioned in the video about, you know, the week's worth of outfits and kind of went through that I just felt like something was missing, like some color, or, I mean, I felt very put together every day. I felt very ready to face the world and dressed and looking nice, but there was just something, some whimsy or fun that was missing kind of out of this wardrobe. So I may have erred on the, because I'm already kind of thinking about what I want to do for my spring capsule. Again, I'm filming this before I've seen the actual capsule wardrobe from Everyday Style. I like to use that as the framework, but I may err on the side of way too much color, but I really feel like my psyche needs it right now. So it's going to be a very bright and vibrant spring. On that note, if you are interested in purchasing the Everyday Style Capsule Wardrobe, I'll leave a link down below. You can go take a look. It is for sale now. And again, I use it for the framework for my entire wardrobe. I find it very helpful. And I will be doing my spring plans and my kind of what I'm thinking for my spring wardrobe on Tuesday next week. And then the PDF will be going out Monday's newsletter. So, and technically Tuesday's video goes out Monday night with the newsletter. So that will all go out together Monday. Sunday, I'm going to be doing, if you guys missed it, I recently did a whole 6-part sew along for the newest cashmerette pattern, the Canton Moto Jacket, and it all went out at the same time, which it was supposed to, because cashmerette had hired me to do that, to host it on my channel, but to do that whole sew along. So they wanted that to go all up at the same time so that people could have access to that right now. But I was gonna do a little bit of some other fabrics that you could use for your Canton, because I've had some questions about that. So Sunday, we're gonna sit down and we're gonna talk about fabric and some other ideas if you're interested in making a moto jacket, because I use leather and pleather for my two versions. But what are some other options that you could do to make more of a spring-friendly jacket? So, and yeah, take advantage of the, well, pattern is free if you're an All Access member, and I have a code, Tomcat, that will get you an extra $9 off All Access. So if you're not an All Access member and you would like to become an All Access member, that code will get you $9 off the already discounted price that's on the website right now. And then, not only do you get everything that comes with the All Access, but you also get the Canton for free for the month of March. So you do need to grab it before the end of March. But yeah, we'll be talking about some fabric options for that on Sunday, and then I'll just be pushing you back over to the sew along again. So yeah, that's what we've got going on. What else do we have? Next Friday is going to be my mom's Sew the Look that I did for her for an event that she went to, and I'll be sharing that a week from today. So make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and I will see you guys again on Sunday. Bye!